Dear friends, today I would like to speak on a CSF leak. There is one particular entity called cerebrospinal fluid leak from the nostrils. Usually this occurs after trauma like road traffic accidents or some neurosurgical procedures, very rarely congenital. It can also occur due to some condition called idiopathic intracranial hypertension, when there is a exorbitant increase in the intracranial circulation, the fluid around the optic nerve and as well as in the CSF dynamics, which would create some defects and cause CSF leak either through the nostril or to the ears, called CSF otorrhea or CSF rhinorrhea. So, what are the problems which can be encountered when you have this particular condition? The most important problem is that they can lead to meningitis, pneumococcal meningitis, sepsis and all the complications related to meningitis. So, whenever someone gets this particular condition, they should take absolute rest. They shouldn't strain a stool, so shouldn't lift a weight, something like that, and they should be confined to bed with head inclined to 30° up. Otherwise, they can have a profuse CSF leak and they can have ascending infection causing meningitis, brain abscess, sepsis and other multitudes of complications. So, how do you know that is a CSF leak, or is it just a water or some infection in the nostril or something, or allergic rhinitis for example? The best thing would be you collect the CSF in a container and evaluate and estimate the sugar content, the protein content, and usually there won't be any cells. Okay. So, one is examination of the CSF, that is the fluid collected in a container. Second thing is you can ask for a CT, high resolution CT scan, and look for any cribriform blade defects, CSF leak, which can be understood by MR cystonogram, CT cystonogram, or rarely with other fluorescein dyes can be used, and this can be placed, can be eminently picked up by neuroradiology team. Okay. So, as I mentioned, rarely this can occur as a complication of the idiopathic intracranial hypertension, where you have to reduce weight, you have to use diuretics, you have to see that what are the underlying cause for the idiopathic intracranial hypertension. And if there is a defects due to a head trauma or road traffic accident, you have to, first of all, you have to identify there is a defect, which part of the where is the defect, whether it is in the right side, left side or some other areas, and you have to treat either by endoscopic means or by open surgical closure of the defects. Otherwise, this will lead to recurrent meningitis, brain abscess and sepsis and the complication related to that. Okay. So, today I would like to tell you that CSF leak can occur after head trauma, and if this occurring acutely, like immediately after accident, some of them might revert back to normal by absolute bed rest. Keep the head up 30 to 40° and avoid straining, avoid straining your stools and avoid lifting weight and all. And if you confirm there is a CF, so there is a defects there, it is better to do a surgical procedure, otherwise this might lead to various complications. Okay. So, let me conclude here, and if you have any queries or questions, you are welcome. Thank you very much.